Henry Kramer, 605 Chaser. Welcome to the show. We'll get to everything here in just a moment, but we do have all kinds of modes of severe weather that are expected for many areas. We have Texas starting to get some of its risky stuff going on. Here's the outlook that you can see there right in the viewer there. It is showing Dallas, Fort Worth, Waco, Paris, Texas, even areas of Longview, and all the way back down to Austin for a marginal risk. But the enhanced risk, 3 out of 5, covers the Fort Worth, Dallas metro area. Appreciate y'all joining. We're going to get to all your questions. And just to give you a heads up, I'm not going to be, as we're in severe weather mode, we're not going to be able to answer all your guys' questions. We're going to get to the severe threats as much as we possibly can. We're going to make sure that we stay focused on the major storms as much as possible. Asking about other areas for tomorrow, I won't be able to get to that all the time because once we get into severe weather mode, we are going to be making sure that we stay into like the tornado risks and things like that. We're going to stay focused on the highest risk areas for today. So this is in addition to this morning's update that we had at 8 a.m. today. So this is going to be centered around the major risks. So I appreciate you all joining and thanks so much for the follows. We'll go ahead and get to things started.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
We already have things starting up in New York. I'll get this viewer off of here for 1 second and show you. There's the risks for Texas and Oklahoma. These are the tornado risks. So you got a 5% shot here. That, for percentage wise, it may seem low, but that is pretty high for your risk for today. This is Oklahoma area, Dallas, McKinney, Waco, all the way up to OKC, Norman, Edmond. We even have it into the 2% risk is in far south central part of Kansas. Much of that is going to be later in the day. Again, thanks so much for joining. Thanks for sharing the live. Appreciate that so much. Let's go ahead and make sure that we get all of the information out here as quickly as possible. So we do now have the ticker showing the severe thunderstorm watch. We got that for another, this was just issued. Take a look at the time this was issued. Surprising it doesn't have the time that it was issued in there, but it does have many of these areas. Let's view this as a severe thunderstorm watch until 10 p.m. Central Daylight Time this evening for the following counties. There's 38 counties, and this includes central and north central part of Texas. So Texas, you're under the gun. Overall tornado threat at this point in time is 20%. Yes, low for these areas right now. EF2 to EF5 tornado risk, low 5%. Overall wind threat, that's where the big significant part is. That's 60%. 75 plus mile an hour wind risk, that's at a moderate 40%. And your overall hail threat, that is significantly high, 70%. 2+ inch hail, high 70%.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
That's over in Vermont area. Again, it's severe thunderstorm warning. Nothing is expected. There's still a risk, very small risk, a 2% risk of tornadoes up in the Vermont area. I'm not sure if I have anybody that's in the Vermont area, but just be aware. Overall severe hazards, again, this is for Texas and that severe thunderstorm watch that goes until 10 p.m. Central Daylight Time. That's a high, greater than 95%. We're going to kind of give you a briefing here. Dee Dee, thank you so much for joining. Edith Title, thanks for joining. Look here, thanks for joining. Corey, Brandy, Summer, Shira 6, Whitetail Ninja, thank you for joining. Lala, thanks for the follow, appreciate it. And looky here, thank you so much for sharing the live. All right, so let's give you a radar estimate of what is expected. We're going to focus right now on Texas. We're not going to focus anywhere else yet because the focus needs to be on Texas. That's where most of the danger is as of this afternoon. Sigma Baka 230, thanks for the follow. Lori 0627, thanks for the follow. Brandy, I am so glad I don't live in North Texas anymore. Yeah, for Tyler, Texas, you're wanting to know about Tyler, Texas. Lala, I'll get to that area here shortly. Thanks for following, Brandy. Appreciate it. So, yes, northern Texas. We're going to give you a radar estimate, okay? This is what we're expecting to have happen based on HRRR weather models. So just bear with me. Sometimes I've got one whole computer system and I've got multiple applications running at one time. So we got another severe thunderstorm warning down here. This is quarter size hail. This is for another 40 minutes, but I'm going to give you an estimate right now of what this may look like. We're going to get to the Fort Worth area. So if that should show you anything, Fort Worth area, significant hail is expected, wind threat, isolated tornadoes. Okay, your area, Fort Worth, is in a 5% risk. Fort Worth, Dallas, Wichita Falls. I apologize, not Wichita Falls, but Paris, Texas, even Waco. You guys are in the 5% risk for tornadoes. So that is a fairly high risk. It's not, the highest, obviously, but it is significant enough, in my opinion. Michigan, we're not going to discuss Michigan. There is not a risk of severe weather for Michigan. Thank you, Ruth, for the question, though. Full shear, Texas. So country SOTD, it's going to get bad in areas of Fort Worth. As you can see, this radar estimate. We're looking at around 7.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
All right, Christy, Dallas Fort Worth area. Again, this is an estimate. Dallas Fort Worth area sometime after 3 o'clock. So we're going to have things really ramp up and move into this area. A number of storms are already down here to your southwest. Okay, let me go ahead and take a look at it live. Make sure DeSoto, Texas. I'm not sure where that is. If you can tell me a major area, DeSoto, Texas. I'll try and get to those as quick as I can. DeSoto, Texas, you're in the severe thunderstorm watch. That means conditions are favorable for severe weather. DeSoto area would be sometime around 5 p.m. You could end up having hail, isolated tornadoes, significant wind threats, 75 miles an hour or greater. This whole Dallas metro area is really going to be under the gun after 3 or 4 o'clock today. Full shear, Texas. Full shear, Texas. I'll get you 1 second. Again, I'm just one person, so just be mindful that I can't get everybody. Mic check. Are you guys able to see me just fine or hear me just fine? G. Carlos, are you having some issues maybe with your... Somebody tell me, are you having any issues? Christy, you can hear me just fine, it sounds like. All right. Loud and clear, boss. Thank you, Ski. All right, so we're checking right now full shear Texas. According to this weather model right now, Houston area, you look to escape the severe weather for today. Now that doesn't mean a rogue cell might not go down there. Your area over by Houston does not have the tornado risk. Houston, it looks like you're outside of even the general thunderstorms. Okay, so you're good. Add more Oklahoma, please. Staying in RV with my babies. Oh, goodness. Is there a chance of tornadoes in Granbury, Texas? Can you tell me a Texas base queen? Could you tell me a bigger area so that I don't have to overwork my application here? Tyler, Texas. And then I'll get to Oklahoma. I know there's some folks. Tyler, Texas. Your severe weather threat is going to be later. That looks to be sometime around dinner time, so 6 or 7 p.m. time frame. So all modes of severe weather are possible for that. Right now, you're not in the severe, Tyler, Texas, you're not in the severe thunderstorm watch, but expect that later on. I do expect that to be later on. All right, Granbury, southwest of Fort Worth. Anybody that is anywhere near the Dallas or Fort Worth area, you're in a severe thunderstorm watch right now for the next 7 hours and 20 minutes. That is meaning that conditions are favorable for severe weather. And this area in Dallas, Fort Worth area, as well as Waco, you guys are in a 5% risk of tornadoes likely. So just be aware. Tennessee, unfortunately, I can't get to that right now. Uh, Wakashi, Texas. I got to check Oklahoma here real quick. While I'm at Ardmore, I think somebody asked for Ardmore. Eastern Oklahoma, Oklahoma City, Ardmore. Liz, I'll get to you. One
A
second.
new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
All right. These counties are separated out here. Oklahoma City, I'm going to, Ardmore, there it is. Trying to get to everybody as much as I possibly can. Most of the storms in the Oklahoma area is going to be around dinner time and later. So there is Ardmore. Again, this is just one weather model. You can see Ardmore there. Looks like it's going to pass it, but just don't discount it. And the reason why I say Oklahoma doesn't need to discount that is you still do have that risk. OKC and Norman, you're in that 5% risk for tornadoes today. So just be mindful of that. There could be a rogue cell that starts developing once these storms push northward and come out of the north central part of Texas. You could have some storm cells. So stay weather aware this evening. We also do have a tornado watch for some areas. Let me make sure that we got that pulled up here the right way here. Is it serious? Just a few counties? Let me make sure that that is reading correctly. 1 second here, folks. Granbury East is west of Fort Worth. Thanks, you Texas-based queen. Okay, yeah, it looks like, now that's really odd to have a tornado watch for some areas. I'm going to just verify here real quick where we got those tornado watches. I don't want to give any false information. So 1 moment here.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
Hold on a second, folks. Fort Smith, Oklahoma area. One second, I got to make sure. Okay, so the areas right now that do have a tornado watch, Oklahoma counties included are, I can't even, it looks like, can't even mention all of them, should have a watch going at the bottom. Hopefully you guys can see all that information there. But there is, again, a tornado watch. There it is. Was waiting for that to pull up. Goodness, it took forever. There's the yellow is tornado watch. There is a tornado watch now for Oklahoma City, Norman, Oklahoma, Altus, Lawton. This includes Wichita Falls area of Texas. All right, so we do have a large area. Let's go through the HRRR weather model and kind of show what's expected here. As these storms develop and move northward, sometime around 6 o'clock time frame in the OKC area, Gainesville, pretty significant storm there. Dallas, right on top of your estimates, anyways. And then Ada, north of Ada, Oklahoma, very concerning. North of Ada, no, we do have a follower that is on sometimes on here from Ada area. And then Colgate, Atoka, this is in Oklahoma.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
Pauls Valley. What do we got going on here? Pauls Valley, Wakashi, directly south. Denton, should I be worried about hail? If you can, Pauls Valley, Oklahoma. If you could please put the area, if you don't specify, so if you just gave a area of, yes, this is a future forecast, Nick, 94552. This is a future forecast. This is not right now. The warnings and watches are right now, but again, this is kind of what we're expecting. OKC area. You got a couple of rounds that are expected in those areas. Pauls Valley, Oklahoma. I am going to get that as quickly as possible. Sorry. And if you guys can hear, I'm sorry if you can hear the background. That's my kids. Pauls Valley, about 5 p.m., you can expect some type of development happening there according to HRRR weather model. Again, this is just a weather estimate. Let me go back to the live radar, and so that way you guys can see this. Alabama, the Dakota Britain, Alabama area. 1 second here. Alabama, you're in a marginal risk today. You have less than 2% risk for tornadoes for Alabama. Okay. Jake, I am so sorry to hear that. Your brother-in-law's house was destroyed yesterday in the tornado north of Silkiston, Missouri. So scary to have to for you have to deal with that. That's to say enough, to say the very least. Sherman, Texas, Grayson County, Lindsay. Anybody that's anywhere near Dallas or Fort Worth area, any of your areas that is in Dallas, Fort Worth area need to stay weather aware today. There is a high risk, or not a high risk, but a moderate risk. Let me pull it up here. Okay, 1 second, folks. I've got too much stuff going on here. There is an enhanced risk of severe weather. That's a 3 out of 5 for Dallas, Fort Worth, Paris, Texas, Texarkana, even areas of Longview, Texas. So just be mindful, stay weather aware. Arkansas, I can't get to you right now. Arkansas area, you are in a slight risk depending on where you are. So the Texarkana, Arkansas area, you're in an enhanced risk for severe weather. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. Again, if you're just joining us, make sure that you follow. All survived, Jake. I'm glad everybody survived, but still devastation. Trying to get to everybody's as quickly as possible. Thank you, Jerry. Trust in God at Jake Tornado Watch. Yes, Waco, Texas. All right, let me go ahead and pull that up again. Waco, Texas. You must be just joining, and I apologize. I'm not trying to be rude
A
here.
new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
Maybe I'm just going to put this up here. 1 second. Okay, there's Waco, Texas. Um, again, if you're in any of these areas, this is the overall risk. 3 out of 5. That's a pretty significant. You're in the midpoint. You're Fort Worth, Texas, Dallas, Texas, Paris, Texarkana, Arkansas area. You are in a 3 out of 5 risk for today. Hey, the severe wind threat. Take a look. A hatched area just northeast of Dallas, but again, a 30 to 44% chance. Lucy Do 191, McKinney, Texas. All right, I'm going to go into full chaser mode here in 1 second. McKinney, Texas. You guys should have already known you're in the severe thunderstorm watch. So any of these, hold on a second, I got to remove the risks here. Any of these areas, whoops, trying to do too much. Severe thunderstorm watch in the purple or the pink. I don't know what you would call that color, but that is the severe thunderstorm watch. The yellow, those boxes, the yellow boxes, that's a tornado watch. Again, to explain watches between warnings. Watches mean conditions are favorable for development, and warnings mean it's either ongoing or expected to happen. Okay? So just be weather aware if you're in any of these yellow or these shaded boxes for the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Ardmore, again, I'll take a look at, since we don't have any tornado warnings right now, I will take a look at radar estimate. Again, I've got Ardmore up there, and this is the time frame based on HRRR weather estimate. Ardmore area, yes, it is having a little bit of a struggle to pull that in, but I truly think since you are in that tornado watch, you need to stay weather aware. It's another 7 hours and 9 minutes for areas of Ardmore for a tornado watch. Means conditions are favorable for tornadoes. So know where your safe place is. Canton, Texas, Marlow, Oklahoma.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
Can't get to every single one of you. Marlow, Oklahoma, I'll get you right now. That's the best I could do. You're in a tornado watch. Again, all I could show you is radar estimates. It looks like you could have a long night ahead of you. Possible development again tomorrow for Oklahoma. You're not out of the woods after today. Tomorrow is going to be another possibility of some tornadoes in Oklahoma. So stay weather aware. Yellow is the tornado watch. Yes. Sunday in Alabama.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
Alabama is in a marginal risk for tomorrow, but things could shift. Tomorrow's risk ends up being enhanced for northern part of Oklahoma and pretty much a bullseye in areas of Kansas and southwestern portion of Nebraska. That's what we have right now. Killeen, Texas. We kind of go through this. Again, this is radar estimate that we're looking at. This is not live. I need to get off the radar estimates and I need to go to the live stuff here. People are going to get confused and I don't want them to be doing that. I'll look at Killeen and then I'm going into the, whoops, Killeen, Texas right now, you got 93 degrees and you have an almost 76 degree dew point. Heat index is 105 degrees, 105.6. So pretty significant right now. All right, so this is the radar estimate. Again, Killeen is just outside of that severe thunderstorm watch, but just to the north of you. These are radar estimates. Just be mindful of that. So it's not going to be exact. You could have a rogue cell in Killeen area that does develop and have some hail and wind threat. And that would likely be sometime later today towards dinner time, if anything. That's the best that I could do. I can't, the only thing I can give you for Denton, Texas.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
That right now, the only thing that I can give you for Denton, Texas is if you're in the tornado watch, you have which is the yellow area here, these yellow boxes, you're more likely to have a tornado in one or whatever these counties in Oklahoma and an extreme northern portion of Texas. I can't say for sure, but I would stay weather aware if you're in any of these shaded boxes, whether it's the severe thunderstorm watch, which is right here in all of these shaded areas, or the tornado watch up here further into Oklahoma. Mississippi is good right now. We do have, I believe, some severe thunderstorm warnings in Mississippi. Did earlier. Right now, Rankin, Mississippi, you have 1 inch hail, 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. This is Rankin County.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
Waiting for this to pull up the radar. Give me a minute here. That's right on top of the radar, so it's making it look a little bit worse than what it is. But still, 1 inch hail, and that is moving off to the east. We go over to Texas. We don't have any signatures of. We do have a possible tornado signature up into Vermont area. I don't know if I have any viewers way up there. You guys also have a severe thunderstorm watch. This includes areas of Texas or New York, also into. Can't tell which area this is. So severe thunderstorm watch in many of these areas up in like the New York area for another 4 hours. That's okay. I'm Grace for the question. Do you know, Tufts Weather's asked, do you know what max EF was yet? I don't know for certain um, the max EF. Just from what I heard from some of the folks, people were thinking that it might have been an EF3, but I don't have any official information. Let me see if I can find that out. You're talking about the Tufts Weather. Are you talking about the one that was in St. Louis? One second here. Right now, as it stands, that one in St. Louis, I believe the engineers are still assessing. There's a lot of damage. Yeah, the engineers are still assessing the damage to confirm how large it was, but likely EF3, in my opinion. Yes, there was another huge one for over an hour. Yeah, yeah, and that was over by Paducah area. Pam, thank you very much. Just west of Oneida, New York. Thanks for the follow, everybody. I appreciate it. On Google, it says there was a EF3. Tufts Weather, no disrespect, but don't always trust Google. I totally understand where you're coming from. I will usually wait until we get information from National Weather Service and the engineers. Once we have that information, we can get that. Can you track the storms in Texas location wise? All right, let's go ahead and get these. We're going to a live radar over here in Texas. We need to get these right here. We have these storms. This is a live look at radar right now. We've got dangerous storms here, considerable damage. We're going into live mode now, folks. We can't discuss the areas of what's going to happen tomorrow or later. We got to.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been
Yes,
issued.
we got another one. We can't discuss the ones in New York right now, unfortunately. I can't cover all of them. I'm just one person, folks. So I do appreciate the follows. If you feel the information is relevant to you and you are in a financial situation where you're allowed, you certainly can go ahead and do some gifts that would help out immensely. It does take a lot of software and a lot of time and money to be able to get all this stuff going. All right, so we're looking at these storms right here. Gold, I can't even say that. That's in Texas. Let me go ahead and pull up a double view here. Let's see if we can figure out what's going on with respect to base velocity here. This does have areas, if you're near Hamilton area,
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
if you're near Hamilton area, that does have some rotation. Just west of you, that does have some rotation. BX, BXILEW, yes. Dallas could end up having some tornadoes. They are in the 5% risk. Right now, they're in the severe thunderstorm watch. Again, we're watching these storms right here that is making its way over to Hamilton, Texas. If we take a look at the echo tops here, I'm just going to shut it off the dual mode here. Echo tops, what that means is how high up in the atmosphere those clouds are. So we got almost 50,000, we got over 55,000 feet. This storm right here, this, in my opinion, has enough momentum to drop a tornado. So areas, golf ball size hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds. Yes, serious storms. Ellie Mae Bird is the Hamilton one moving. Let's pull that up here. Right now, that Hamilton one is moving northeast at 20 miles per hour. Golf ball size hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds. The areas that could be impacted by that, you do have that scrolling. There's so many different watches, so my ticker is having a little bit difficulty to get all of you, but we're trying to get it as quickly as possible. What? Where? I don't know. Let's not worry about that right now. We got to worry about this one here. Considerable damage for this one that's in Hamilton area. Golf ball size hail. Okay, they issued this at 2:58 just a little bit ago. At 2:57, a severe thunderstorm was located 12 miles northeast of Mullen or 15 miles south of Comanche, moving northeast at 20 miles per hour. Dangerous storm. Prepare immediately for large hail and deadly cloud-to-ground lightning. Seek shelter inside well-built structure. The areas that could be impacted by this or likely to be impacted, it's going to be mainly over rural areas of southwestern Hamilton, Mills, and southeastern Comanche counties, including the following locations: Shive, Lambkin, Proctor, Haas, Bozard, Pretty, Elman, Indian Gap, Newburgh, and Center City. These are in Texas, folks. Okay, let's go ahead.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
We have another one. This is Mason County, Texas, and San Saba, Texas. That's these storms that are moving from the south, from the southwest. Mason County, Texas. So these ones, the southern ones now, they are getting considerable threat here for sure. $50 size hail with this one. That was just issued. 60-mile-an-hour winds and $50 size hail. These are moving northeast at 25 miles per hour. Yes, exactly. If you're in Texas and under a system, you are likely going to have large hail in the storms. Exactly. Thanks for sharing the live. Thanks for the follows. I appreciate it so much. Joe, is Dallas safe? No. You need to be weather aware because we got all kinds of modes. These are moving off to the northeast and eventually going to make their way over to the Dallas Fort Worth area. Dallas Fort Worth area is under a severe thunderstorm watch right now. And this is for another 6, almost 7 hours. So these are going to be long track storms. Consider yourself warned at this point. And these now severe thunderstorm watch goes all the way back into areas uh, of Camp Wood, Rock Springs, Texas. You want me to look at that storm? All right. My son wants me to look at the one over by Mason. Why? What's up? Oh, that's rotation right there. All right. I'll look at Echo Tops. What do we got? It was pink a little bit ago. Okay. 1 second. We got 55,000 feet. Nope. We got 50. 50,000 feet. $half size hail. Definitely a lot of damage that can do. That looks like there's some rotation in there. Right here. Folks that are in the Mason area, hopefully in your safe place, see what areas. This looks like it's going to be mainly over rural areas. Not picking up a whole lot. So Pontotoc would be the closest city that I can see here. Pontotoc, you could end up being impacted by this
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
within the next 30 minutes. That's Texas. Wildcat, thank you so much for helping the community out. I appreciate it. Wildcat 957. I don't know why we're having severe thunderstorms in Vermont today. There are certainly a lot. There's a lot going on all over the place, but we do have a number of storms down here in Texas, and I apologize for the folks that are in Vermont. I'm not discarding you. It's just that I don't suspect the tornado threat to be near as significant as it is down here. If you're in Texas and under a system, you are likely to get that. Yes. Thanks again for the follows. Can you look at the path of storm southwest of Dallas Fort Worth? That's what we're looking at right here, right now. So let me again show you the models. I'm going to show you this one last time here. I'll probably show it again, but um, just so people are aware how this may be impacting you. Okay. As you can see, around 5 o'clock over the next couple hours, these storms move on into the Fort Worth, Dallas metro area. So you guys, while right now things look just mighty fine, these storms are going to really ramp up in the Dallas Fort Worth area over the next couple of hours here. All these storms, plus there's going to be a front that kind of moves through Dallas Fort Worth area and have many impacts. You got possibility of tornadoes in Dallas Fort Worth area, possibility, likelihood of hail.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
Is that seriously Wyoming? What? Wyoming? No, dude, they have a, oh, it is a marginal risk. Yeah. Okay, but I got to stay back and focus on Texas here. Let's go back to Texas with a considerable, let's see here, New York, Texas. So Mills County, Comanche County, Hamilton County in Texas, considerable damage threat. Also Warren County, Saratoga County, and Washington County in New York, considerable damage threat. These both have 1 and 3/4 inch hail.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
This one here in Texas is the most significant. Again, that's the one that was is around the Hamilton area. Let me get that pulled back up to live radar so you guys can see it. No, it doesn't have a hook yet. It looks like this is likely major wind threat as it's building kind of an MCS there a little bit. The considerable damage threat, while right now it's moving into the northeast, it's moving northeast at 20 miles per hour. So here's what's going to happen. There's going to start to be some cells. Right now, this is down here, okay? But what's happening is these are moving 20 miles per hour, so pretty darn slow. And what's going to happen is we're going to start seeing development happen right along here. Let me kind of show you on radar how I can. 1 second here. You can barely see it east of Abilene here. Barely see it, but basically this is a line here. It's a little bit of ground clutter in there. Maybe satellite loop will give you a better idea of it. Okay, satellite loop. Look at this. We've got considerable storms right here, but we have a line on the back side of this over by Big Springs, Texas area. All that is clear. No clouds in sight. It's got plenty of ability for it to get that southeasterly flow. So we're going to have continued building of storms right along this area here. And then once those trek their way eastward, Dallas, Texas area can expect a significant risk for severe weather. Chucky, thanks for the follow. Austin is looking, Austin area, you're in a marginal risk. I don't believe that this is going to impact your area nearly as significant for Austin, Texas, but just stay weather aware. That's the best we can give you at this point. All right, again, let me go ahead and shut off these alerts. I want to shut off this right here. That way we can keep these severe thunderstorm watches are this area here, all these boxes, and then we do have, again, the tornado watch up in areas of Oklahoma as well as extreme northern portion of Texas. Not sure. We don't need to worry about the chasers right now. They're all moving and they're heading towards. Yes, that's Freddie McKinney. He, yes. What time for Tulsa, Oklahoma? Late. Tulsa, Oklahoma area, we're not expecting this until sometime after dinner time. So that'd be like 6 p.m. Central Time. But stay weather aware because, we could get some rogue cells that develop. There's trying to get some cells develop over by Vernon area. And those could end up impacting OKC a little bit sooner. So since you are under that tornado watch for another 6 hours and nearly 50 minutes, Soy Cowgirl, definitely make sure that you stay weather aware anywhere in the OKC area and the whole entire state of Oklahoma. Area of Dallas, Texas, expecting some severe weather to impact your area sometime after 4 o'clock over the next couple hours. Mrs. Giggle Queen, welcome back. Appreciate you. I am so glad. You're welcome, Mrs. Giggle Queen. I'm glad that I was able to help you. That really is the main goal. I wish I could be Superman and answer everybody's questions, but like I said, I'm only one person. So again, I thank you so much. Did the tornado threat move north? Because I thought Dallas Fort Worth was going to be under tornado watch. Um, I I still believe now that the tornado risk, it still is showing with the uh, SPC Outlook. Let me pull that up here 1 second. Okay, let me pull this up. This was updated at 2:54 p.m. So just a little bit ago. And that is the risk for today. So I don't know why they don't have a tornado watch for Dallas Fort Worth area. They should, in my opinion, but we're not the experts. We got to rely on what they issue out there. Whoops, don't need that. There's the overall risk. I got to refresh that. There we go. And again, this area here, Wichita Falls, 2% risk. And then you can see kind of the brown, that is the 5% risk, Dallas Fort Worth there. What time for Shawnee, Oklahoma? Cindy P, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Jay Diesel, Minnesota get any hail this week? Minnesota isn't expecting any severe weather this week. What time for Dallas Fort Worth? I'll get to you right now. Let's go ahead. I'm going to show you radar estimates, and then I got to get back down to some of these severe thunderstorms. Dallas Fort Worth area after 4 p.m. So in the next hour or two, looks like by the time you get to 9 p.m., Dallas Fort Worth area, by the time you get to 9 p.m., things should be settling down quite a bit. Then it moves over to Sulphur Springs, Tyler, Texas area, Longview after 9 p.m., Shreveport after 9 p.m., Texarkana after 5 p.m. Apologize, I got to shut off the risks. Let me go through that one more time. Here we go. So again, there's what it looks like. There's a radar estimated loop from HRRR weather model that was updated at 3 o'clock. Okay. Pull that up one more time here and show this through. So 5 p.m., be right on your doorstep, Dallas, Denton area, Clayburn. Again, this is radar estimate. Sulphur Springs, we're looking at 8 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Pretty significant. Longview, you probably at that point, Longview, Texas and Tyler, Texas might turn into more of a wind event as it develops. More of a wind event, like could have 75 plus mile an hour winds.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
There goes Vermont again, Shreveport area. And then as we get into areas of Arkansas, El Dorado area, sometime after 10 p.m., I'm going through the risks as best as I can. Northwestern part of Louisiana, you can expect some severe weather over in your area after 11 p.m. But again, this was probably going to be more of a 60 to 65 mile an hour wind threat and some damaging hail, although the hail threat diminishes once we get into after midnight time frame. I hope I covered everybody as much as possible. Let's go back up to Oklahoma and give you guys your estimates here. These are estimates based on HRRR weather model, okay? So right here, we kind of see Fort Smith area about 7 p.m., Pampa area, but those don't look too significant at this point. Gets pretty significant over the Tulsa, Broken Arrow, Oklahoma area around 10 p.m. And really significant, Claremore. Again, this is just one weather model. Let me see if I can go to NAM 3K. That was updated at 2 o'clock. This will give us the closest to kind of give a comparison. So I think what they're doing is the NAM 3K is picking up on a severe wind threat around 5 o'clock south of
A
Norman,
new
Oklahoma.
severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
Again, this is radar estimates of what could happen. But the NAM and the HRRR are putting Dallas-Fort Worth area impacted sometime after 4 o'clock. Line of storms expected right there. Could build into an MCS. And then OKC area could get impacted for a second round sometime after 9 p.m. as well. Thanks everybody in the community for helping out. And if any of you want to become Sonic, it says Sonic, what Shawnee, Oklahoma? I'm not sure why it would say your app would say that there's no rain expected. Maybe you have an outdated app. I'm not sure. Oswego, Kansas. Unfortunately, I'm not able to get to Oswego right now. Stay weather aware because your area of Kansas is under the gun for some potential storms for tomorrow. Depending on what area of Kansas, if you're in kind of pretty much the whole state of Kansas is either in an enhanced risk for tomorrow or a slight risk. Slight risk is less severe, but it is still um, severe enough. Okay, so here is risks for tomorrow for Kansas. And then my son is just telling me, here we go, Selena Pratt, this is a tornado risk for tomorrow. Okay. All right, we'll shut off the risks here, folks. Let's go back to live radar. Is anything in Texas expected to be tornadic? Ellie Mae Bird, yes. Let's go back to live radar here. This one here. That right now has at 3:20, a severe thunderstorm was located along a line extending 8 miles east of.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been
It's
issued.
in Wyoming again. Goodness gracious. At 3:20, a severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending from 8 miles east of Gustine, Texas, to 10 miles northeast of Skeeterville, Texas, moving northeast at 25 miles per hour, 60-mile-an-hour winds, quarter-size hail. Okay, again, we do have this one here, Hamilton. Let's take a look at the information here. 1 second. I still see a little bit of rotation in there, but it's not as tight. Let me take a look at resolution velocity here. Correlation coefficient, see? Yeah, I don't see a whole lot. It doesn't look like there's much for correlation there. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate it, Angela.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
Katie Wood, can you tell us the cities in this path? Can't say the cities. I'll read out the. Let me give you that information here. So this is going. If you're talking about the one that's Hamilton, it's going northeast at 25 miles per hour. So I'll give you that information as best as I possibly can. All right, so we got 25 miles. This is the one for Hamilton area. So the best that I can give you, Hamilton, okay, it's impacting Hamilton area, that southern portion of it. It's right on top of Hamilton, actually. And then this area here, there's Meridian.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
Meridian, Texas, Walnut Springs over the next 90 minutes. Morgan, another 114 minutes. Womack, Lakeside Village, a couple hours yet. Laguna Park, about 131 minutes. Huron, Texas. Blum, Texas, 150 minutes. Peoria, 159 minutes. Bono, Texas, 159 minutes. It's mainly rural areas. I went over a large area. Hopefully that helped you. Some other ones that are possible here. This one over just southwest of Brownwood, Texas. I'll go ahead and get that. Hold on, 25 miles an hour over Melbourne. So we do have these areas that could be impacted by this. Zephyr, Texas, Blanket, Texas, Democrat, Texas, Newburgh, Texas, Comanche, Texas, Van Dyke, Texas, Hasse, Texas, Gustine. These are all in Texas. Proctor, Common, Lambkin, Edna Hill, Purves, Dublin. Again, these are all mainly rural areas, but still. Wichita Falls, that's a good question. 1 second here. Pull that up here. We do have some development starting to happen just west of Wichita Falls, northwest of Wichita Falls, over by Vernon, but nothing severe yet for Wichita Falls. Just a reminder, you are in a tornado watch for another 6 hours, 6.5 hours roughly. Ellie Mae Bird, yeah, I too understand you there. It can be very, very frustrating. Julie, you got slammed yesterday in St. Louis. Yes, you did. Heart goes out to all you. Lulu is asking, where is this? This is, we're looking at Wichita Falls in the Texas area. We're now covering areas of Texas. Oklahoma area is under a tornado watch. Also,
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
Dallas, Texas. They go down to Dallas here. Still have these storms way far to the south of you. So going to take a little bit of time. Again, the weather model, HRRR, best that I can give you on the timing here. This is updated at 3 p.m. Still expecting over the next couple hours some big impact to Dallas-Fort Worth area. Be 1 second. I'm just going to see if one of our buddies, see if I can get some footage here. 1 second. Any tornadoes in Houston? What time does it show? Couldn't see. Okay, Houston. Not expecting anything significant in Houston, Texas. Actually, you guys are outside of even the general thunderstorms for today. Buttons, you thought we weren't getting any rain in Dallas today. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news. You're definitely getting those. Let me see if PA Storm Trackers is available. Right now, they're not. Looks like they're probably waiting until more significant severe weather starts showing up and that tornado threat. Carol McCracken, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. ATX, thank you very much for helping. Claiborne, Texas.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
Cleburne, Texas area. I can give you a radar estimate of what's expected to happen. This is again a radar estimate that we're looking at. So around after 5 p.m. Significant hail threat as well as a wind threat, and we can't rule out any tornadoes. The reason why we can't rule out the tornado threat is because that entire area is under a 5% risk for uh, the tornado threat. Going back to live radar, we need to get back to live radar here, folks. Marissa Uridiaz, last year around this time we have high winds, seemed like a tornado. Nicole at 8. ATX, thank you for responding to Ian. ATX can't verify. Let's be careful. Let's see here. Kaylee Rediger, my weather app says 55% for storms in Tulsa, okay, this evening. Yeah, Tulsa, you guys have a tornado watch. Oh, well, you don't have, not in Tulsa. Sorry, I misspoke. I got to be careful there. You don't have a tornado watch in Tulsa right now, but there are a couple of chasers that are stationed over in that area right now. And my opinion, they're just waiting for things to cook in Oklahoma right now. I'd say probably Oklahoma after 5 p.m. Some areas could really get that development going. You can kind of see some of these storms over by Altus and Vernon area. They're trying to get going here, but a long ways yet to go for it. We are starting to see a little blip here just west of Durant and Kingston, Oklahoma. Might be Texas, not sure. Hang on one second. Hang on one second. I'm just going to. Auburn Angel, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it on YouTube. Paul Kresge, thanks for the follow. Melody, thank you for the follow and the share.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
Right now, we just have the severe thunderstorm warnings. That's significant enough. We're going to go back down to this Hamilton and Comanche area. Quarter size hail in this one still. We still got that going at 25 miles per hour, 60 mile an hour wind gusts, and quarter size hail over by Hamilton. Gustine. Going to shut these watches off just for now.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
All right, so these areas that are flashing in the polygons right now, those are severe thunderstorm warnings. Had to kind of show where they are a little bit better so that it doesn't get so clouded. But those right now are the severe thunderstorm warnings in Texas. This one down here, ping pong ball size hail. This was the one that was issued a few minutes ago, and the areas that could be impacted looks like mainly rural areas. Other locations impacted by the severe thunderstorm include Cookeville, Texas. It was located over Cookeville over Mason, moving northeast at 25 miles an hour. Most of these storms are moving 25 miles an hour. Hi, Hunter Beckworth. Ada, I was talking about Ada area earlier, and unfortunately, as you may already know, Ada area is under that 5% risk for the tornadoes. Um, has a little bit of a struggle showing it on HRRR, so not gonna lie, I would definitely stay weather aware in Ada area. Mesquite, Texas. There was somebody else that had a question about a baseball game. Okay, Ian Robinson, should we take cover out here in Arlington, Texas? One second. Let me go to live radar and see what we're seeing. Okay, what do you got, buddy? All right, Arlington is okay for right now, but you do have these storms tracking their way 25 miles per hour northeast. If I were to estimate if this is going to pull this in here, 25 miles an hour, let me kind of show you 25 miles an hour. This is a really long ways to go and a long time here. So Arlington area, let me see if I can get that to pull up here. Arlington, you got a couple of hours, but if this picks up speed less than that, so you don't need to take shelter yet in Arlington, Texas, but those things are making their ways. So that 5 o'clock time frame is looking pretty likely. He's probably waiting. He's probably waiting for the tornado threat to get increased, which is going to be later. All right. Somebody asked for Rome. Adela Aurelena, thank you for the rose. Number of roses. Appreciate the 4 roses. Thank you. Rome, Texas. And Josephine, Texas. Josephine, Texas. Let's see. You're under that 5% risk, so a couple of more hours.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
All right, so the area that I was checking here is Josephine area. So a couple more hours. These storms are taking their time to cook, as we sometimes call it. So they're taking their time to cook, and eventually they will make their way into areas of Dallas, Fort Worth, and metro area. So that would include areas of McKinney, Greenville, um, Gainesville, likely to have some impact there as well. We got looks like we do have some chasers over in the Gainesville area. But right now, again, they are just starting to get into more of the unstable environment. And let me just kind of, this one right here. Okay, hold on a second, folks. Goldwati. Goldwati. Let me put a track on this. This one's going 25 miles an hour as well, I believe. Yep. Let me look at this one on base velocity here. 1 second. Okay, so areas of Hamilton, Texas. I would begin making preparations to get into a safe place shelter. We've got a number 2 on here. This cell is picking up quite a bit of rotation on that in right around Goldswath. I can't say that right. It's looking pretty interesting right in here.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
So this is a very dangerous area right here. If you're anywhere near Goldwatt, and then areas to the northeast, so that'd be Hamilton, eventually impacting areas of Cransville Gap. This is going to continue to trek. I expect Hamilton, Texas, to be under another severe thunderstorm warning very soon. There is another storm right here that is pretty impactful. This has probably got a. I'm surprised this does not have a possible tornado tag on it. One of these. We're starting to see a little bit of a curvature, which tells me right here that we got a lot of wind on the backside of this. It's probably getting to the point of 65 to 70, maybe even 70 miles. There's the Hamilton one we expected. Here it is, 340. It was just issued a moment ago. At 340, a severe thunderstorm was located over Goldwaite, or 19 miles northeast of San Saba, moving northeast at 25 miles an hour, 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, and half-dollar size hail. So Goldwatt around 345. So yes, other areas include Shive, Center City, Star, Pottsville, Bozard, Pridey, Pecan Wells, Indian Gap, and Corradon. Chickasha? Chickasha. Oh, right here, folks. Now, I was talking about it a little bit earlier. We do, thank goodness I got my son that's telling me about this. Wait,
A new
thank you very
severe
much, Rob.
thunderstorm warning has been issued.
All right, so we do have the severe thunderstorm warning now starting some in Oklahoma. This severe thunderstorm warning at 3:40 p.m. Central Daylight Time. A severe thunderstorm was located near Rush Springs, moving northeast at 35 miles per hour. These ones are moving a little bit faster, so be mindful of that. 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Some areas impacted by this are going to be Lindsay, Rush Springs, Dibble, Alex, Bradley, Agawam, Kreiner, Middleburg, Tabler, Ninnekah, Acme, Payne, and Aaron Springs. Tornado watch remains in effect for the warned area. Make sure that you're in your safe place. These can turn tornadic very quickly because they are entering a volatile environment. No, it's not. No, that cell is showing north, but it's moving northeast, bud. Yes, I know. All right. So we do have this storm right here that's going to continue to grow and blossom. Not a good thing. And then we're going to have a number of these other cells here that are continue a Lawton area. Um, these are what I call training thunderstorms. Right over here, over by Vernon. We were talking about that earlier. These are going to continue to move on a northeast track and kind of hit the same areas over and over again, unfortunately. How's Denton, Texas? Denton, Texas. All right, Denton, Texas. You got a little while yet. You are in that 5% risk for tornado activity. But again, main concern that we have right now is this one over by
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
just east of Comanche now and approaching, looks like this would be Dublin, Texas. Hico, Texas. This one here, I'm going to take a look at the rotation on this one. It's kind of a broad rotation, might tighten up. Oh, goodness gracious. There we go. Just went through a new scan here. 1 second. I'm going to tell you right now, since this one is going at 25 miles, I'm going to kind of pinpoint this one, see what areas might be impacted by this. 25 miles per hour northeast. And go from this area right here. I want to give plenty of time. So some areas that could be impacted by this storm that looks to be gathering some more momentum and intensity. Dufway, Johnsville, in the next 30 minutes, Chalk Mountain. These are all in Texas. Paluxy rather, and Glass, and within the next hour, Hill City, Glen Rose, Rainbow, Brazos Point. Within the next hour and a half, Mambrino, Nemo, about 87 minutes, Canyon Creek. Within the next hour and a half, Fort Spunky, next hour and a half, Bono, a little over an hour and a half, Rio Vista, Claiborne. Not sure if I hit any of your areas. I'm putting up the groceries and she's sending me live videos. Who's sending you live videos?
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
How's Fort Worth? We got a little while yet, Fort Worth. Let me go back here. Again, these areas, Fort Worth area, let me just kind of put a track on that if I can. If this stays on the same track, okay? Let's kind of estimate here. Okay, Fort Worth area. If this stays on the same track, that's a big if. Fort Worth, you got about a couple hours, but again, if it picks up speed less than that, Fort Worth, Texas. Salina, not sure if you're in my scan here. Let me find Salina, see if I can find any storms or Saline, Texas. So you got a couple hours before you have to worry about in Salina, Texas. Killeen, Texas. Right now we do have, what do you got, buddy? Hang on one second. All right, Killeen, Texas.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
Ping pong ball size hail, 25 miles per hour. Let's take a look at Killeen. If this kind of goes that direction, these are some areas that could have the impact. Killeen, Texas. Trying to see where it is in here. Hopefully it's got it. Killeen, a couple more hours yet. So it's got a long ways to go yet for you, but still stay weather aware. Rockwall, Texas. Rockwall, Texas. You got a couple hours yet, Rockwall. If you anybody that's in kind of the Dallas Fort Worth area, um, you have a couple of hours. But if these pick up speed, and that is just an estimate based on we're going based on these systems right here and its current track being northeast. What? All right, folks. See here. Thank you so much for the follows. I appreciate it. If you guys are just joining us, make sure that you follow. We'll stay with you for a little while longer. And we do want to make you weather aware of this one that's over by Norman. It's a single cell by itself, and that, if any of you have heard me say this before, I'm going to say it again. This ends up being very dangerous when we have these cells that are all by themselves. They got nowhere else for storms to pull the energy from. So this one here likely will continue to intensify over the next hour or so, and that one, let's take a look and see how quickly that one's going. I'm sorry that I'm going away from Texas right now, but this one I want to stay on top of because it, in my opinion, it obviously, since it's in a tornado watch area, I'm very concerned about that. This is going.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
This is going at 35 miles per hour. So if we put a loop on that, or an estimate on that, 35 miles per hour. So this could end up impacting Norman, Oklahoma area. It's going to have a tough time to get that here. 1 second. 35 miles per hour here. 1 second. All right. More within the next hour, and Norman within the next hour. So get your stuff ready. I'm gonna tell you right now, if you're in Norman, Oklahoma and Moore area, I would not be planning any outdoor activities. The program I'm running is Radar Omega. Thanks for the follows, everybody. Rockwell is Dallas Fort Worth area. Christy, yep. Can you please show me Dallas really quick? I can't right now. I'm expecting. Okay, here, folks. I can't show you Dallas, Texas right now. I'm expecting. Sadly, I am thinking we are going to see this as a tornado. This is starting to show the classic signs. Folks, if you have any family in the Moore or Norman, Oklahoma area, anyone that is in Rush Springs, Oklahoma, or any of even Blanchard, Noble, Purcell, Oklahoma, extremely dangerous storm making its way. This is one cell all by itself, nothing else stealing the energy right now. And I do, and hang on. Sorry, I thought somebody said my name, but all right. So again, Rush Springs right on top of you right now. Very dangerous storm. Let me take a look at the base velocity here. Starting to see a signature here. Right over top of Rush Springs area. Let me take a look at.
A new severe thunderstorm
I'm
warning has
staying
been
with you
issued.
guys. Staying with you right now. I do expect this to end up having a tornado warning on this. Michelle Yates, you're 30 minutes from Norman. I'm not trying to make this. I'm not trying to scaremonger anybody. I hope you guys know that, but just based on what I'm seeing on here, this is. This looks to be something that's going to be an extremely dangerous situation by itself here. I'm going to go back to Dallas real quick. We got to keep an eye on that one. Dallas, you still got a while. Dallas, you got about an hour and a half. These storms are still just cooking. They do have a lot of wind associated with them. So just be mindful of that. Hamilton, Glen Rose, Texas, Cleburne. Let me see how fast these are going. I believe 25 still. Did they pick up speed? Nope, still going 25 miles per hour. Now we have flash flood warning as well. These storms are going so slow and have so much moisture with them. Let me kind of show you the moisture. It's 77-degree dew point. That's almost 80, folks. That's a lot of moisture that is kicking up from the south. It's 100 degrees down here by Burnett. These storms are going to continue to track to the northeast. Ping pong ball size hail for this one. Let's take a look. Right here, just south of Stephenville, it's a signature of a lot of wind on the backside of this. Again, this is moving off to the northeast. And if we do a track on this one here, it's going to stay over mainly rural areas, it looks like. So not highly populated areas, but again, these storms are all moving to the northeast down here. Let's go ahead and take a look at another scan for this one over by Norman, or southwest of Norman. Let me take a look at the echo tops on that. The echo tops tells me how high up in the atmosphere those clouds are. Got 51, 52,000 feet. Extremely large hail expected in there. Oh yeah, 79. Is this ping pong ball size yet? It says quarter size. I think that warning needs to be updated. I would not doubt this is going to be a severely impactful storm up here. Is there a storm moving towards Dallas Fort Worth? Yes, there is storms moving towards Dallas Fort Worth. It's got a little while to cook down here, Dallas Fort Worth, but we've got these storms down by Dublin. They are making their way northeastward, and we're expecting things to really expand.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
That's Llano County or Llano County, Texas. Quarter size hail, 60-mile-an-hour winds. Got, let's see if this is accurate. It says 17. Might have to restart my radar Omega. 1 second here. Not sure why my tornado counter or my severe thunderstorm counter is not updating here. Let me check.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
One second here. Not sure why radar Omega is showing 17 of them when my counter is showing 14 of them. Either way, there's a lot of severe thunderstorm warnings. Elizabeth Diaz wants to know, is it going to reach Denton, Texas? Let me see if we have a new update from HRRR here. Just going through an estimate. This is a radar estimate. Denton, yes. Now, HRRR is putting this advancing a lot faster. So I would say within the next hour and a half, Denton, yes, you're expecting some significant severe weather in your area. between 4 p.m. and 6 p.m. That's what we're expecting over the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Let's go back to live radar here, folks. Is it going to reach Pauls Valley, Oklahoma? While I have that on there, this one here, let's take a look here. 1 second. Live radar. Pauls Valley, you could end up having some more storms that are going to develop from the southwest of you, like this Terrell, and move to the northeast. You are also in the 5% risk for tornado activity. So higher risk than the green. The brown is the higher risk for tornadoes. But we do have a number of storm chasers now in active mode, waiting for one to go live here. One moment here.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
I'm just double checking one thing here, folks. All right, I don't have any of our chasers that I have permission to use yet. So unfortunately, I'm not able to get anybody on this one right here yet. $50 size hail. So it looks like they did finally update that. Hail damage is to vehicles expected. So Lindsay, Rush Springs, Dibble, Alex, Bradley, Middleburg, Tabler, Agawam, Kreiner, Ninica, Acme, and Payne, all under, and it's moving northeast at 30 now instead of 35. Durant, Oklahoma, I'll take a look real quick. How about Orme, Texas first? Oh, Von Orme. I'm like, what? Von Orme area, you're outside of the risk for the tornadoes. Von Orme, you are in general thunderstorms, so you're okay. Don't worry about it today. And Durant, Oklahoma.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
All right, Durant, you do have just to the northwest of you a special weather statement, and you have a cell that's all by itself. So again, what I always say is when you get those cells all by themselves, they can really grow really quickly. So stay weather aware. Do need to remind you, and Durant, you're also in a risk today for tornado activity. So the 5% brown risk for tornado activity. Ardmore, you're in that risk for the 5% as well. Kat, you're welcome. Thanks for the follow, Kat. I appreciate it so much. All right, again, we do have this storm up here that it's kind of recycling. There it is again. It's got a little bit of a ball right here. Just went through another scan. So let's.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
That's for Arkansas, Union County, Arkansas, 60-mile-an-hour winds. Again, this Naneka, I'd be very concerned about that. It's kind of major. This is still got, in my opinion, some signs of rotation in here. Right here. Colleen, Texas. Cindy Lou wants to know about Decatur, Texas. So Decatur, and then we'll get to Colleen. All right, this is HRRR weather estimate.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
Jeez. Crossing over from New York counties to PA. All right, so Decatur area, this radar estimate is suggesting that it's going to be right on top of you right now. But again, that is having a little bit of a struggle, and it's being over aggressive. So let's kind of get a little bit better of an idea. We might need to use the NAM 3K for this to have a better estimate here. They're both putting it right on top of you around the same time. So I'd say within the next hour or two, you do have the possibility in Decatur to start having some uh, storm impact, could possibly have some hail. Do need to remind you, you're in a significant hail threat as well as a wind threat. Killeen, Texas. Again, these are radar estimates that we're looking at right now. Again, somewhere around 5, 6 p.m. time frame for Killeen, Texas. Then looks like you're good according to NAM 3K. Hearing the thunder come in Rio Vista, Texas. Rio Vista. Okay, what do you got? All right, Rio Vista, your area. It looks like within the next hour. Blessed Michelle, thank you so much for letting us know about that one. And Cindy Lou, you're welcome. Duncanville, Texas. I think I kind of hit that area, but not sure. And I do want to let you guys know that I will probably need to let you guys go, unfortunately, during the worst part of it. I'm not going to leave you hanging. I'm going to give you guys some people that you can follow because what we are about in 605 Chaser team, uh,
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
we're not about trying to. Yeah, it's great to have more followers, but we're gonna make sure that we give you guys information from reliable sources. So if you guys are at all familiar or not familiar, Mesomat is going to be live. If he might actually be live right now. He's on TikTok. He's also on YouTube, and he's also on. I think those are actually the only two. One second here. I got to see if he's going to be live or if he's live right now. One second. Just trying to verify because I don't want to leave you guys until I know somebody that's reliable has got you covered. All right, Mesomat is live right now, so he's on TikTok. I'm staying with you for a little bit longer, but my son's got to go to a game. I don't get a whole lot of time with my older son, so I want to make sure that I hang with him. Family is always first. All right, where was I? Duncanville. That's what we were looking at, I believe. There's Rio Vista, Duncanville. Did I type that in? I lost track. Duncanville. Plus, my weather app is having some struggles here. Duncanville, Texas. All right, so that is what we're expecting sometime after 5 p.m. according to NAM 3K. Significant hail and wind threat into those areas. Let me refresh this. That way I can pull it up here a little bit better. Again, I appreciate so much for the follows. Is there a storm moving towards Dallas Fort Worth? Yes. Yes, I can. 1 second. All right, there you go. That's where you can find him. Whoops, I spelled that wrong. Goodness gracious. Copy here. 1 second.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
All right, we do have, so that should be able to get you guys, Mesomat will be able to assist you guys once I am off of the live here. Let me go back to areas of Oklahoma here real quick and let me look back at live radar again. Sorry, folks, if it's getting loud. I've got kids at the house here and it's starting to get kind of loud. Blessed Michelle, you're welcome. Sharon Burns 06, thank you. All right, folks. This one here is still showing signs of rotation.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
So this is right here on top of, still just right on top, just north of Rush Springs, $half size hail. All right, folks, I do have to let you guys go. It's getting too loud in the house. A lot of flash flooding. These areas here are going to continue to move pretty slowly for the time being because they're only going at 25 miles per hour. All right, Blessed Michelle, thank you. I'm so sorry. I hope that you'll join us for our daily lives. And I wish I could stay on, but unfortunately, I'm not able to stay on here. Memphis, Tennessee is okay today, Walk Stars. All right, I'm going to let you guys go. God bless. Stay safe. Once this game is over, I will probably come back on live again. Hunter Beckworth, thanks for joining. I have got to I've got to leave the stream, unfortunately. Southwest of Dallas Fort Worth. Fort Worth. Yeah, I can look at that real quick. 1 second. I'm assuming you're talking about the Stephenville one. User 264-72719. You're welcome, Mountain Mama. It's gonna have a hard time picking that up.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
All right, so the trajectory of this one for the Fort Worth area. Still showing over 2 hours away from the Fort Worth area. Ada area, check that right now here. Yeah, it's like 3,000, 5,000. Yeah. 6,500? Where?
A
It's a
new
lot of
severe
energy.
thunderstorm warning has been issued.
All right, Hunter. All right, Hunter Beckworth. Ada. The time frame there still looks to be about 5 o'clock, according to HRRR. It is progressing at a little quicker than the NAM 3K, but that's the best that I could do at this point. All right, guys, I'm going to let you guys go. God bless. Stay safe. I'll be back later tonight once this game gets done. I don't know what time. I have to be there. An adult has to be there. There is other storms that are expected over in areas of Arkansas later tonight as well. So I'll kind of do a quick scan here. There you go. That's kind of El Dorado area expected later tonight.